Is our topic for today. So, tropism. Alright, so, tropism is basically the movement, or not the movement, like the response a plant or another living organism has in response to an external or directional stimuli. So, like, you have a tree, and it's growing, but the sun comes over a mountain every single day, very slowly. So, like, you have your tree right here, and then you got a mountain, and the sun comes up right here. So the tree will gradually start growing this way. So then you got your tree, because it wants to grow towards the light so it can get as much as it can. Also, this can happen to a plant in a different way, where you have a cliff. So there's a cliff right here, and the sun is up here. So a plant is going to start growing outwards, but it's not going to want to grow outwards because it wants to go towards light. So when it grows out of the cliff, it's eventually going to start growing in a bending kind of way upwards, so it can arc towards the sun, so it can get as much light as possible. So as you can see in this diagram, the tree is coming out of the wall and grows gradually upwards towards the light. I mean, this isn't just trees, it could be just like a small shrub, gradually starts growing upwards out of the wall, so it doesn't even go down. But also, another type of tropism. So tropism is only the plant's response to light. It's a plant's response to any external stimuli. So this can also be like gravity. So cross this out. So let's say you have a cliff, so like it's a giant cave, so there's no sun's up here, right? But it's being blocked by the ground. So there's an underground cave, and there's a plant growing in it. And the plant will grow off the wall, but there's no light for it to react to tropism to. So it's gonna, instead of responding to light, it's gonna respond to gravity and slowly start to grow downwards. So you got your little bush right here, growing downwards, because it's in response to gravity. Tropism it can cause a plant to grow in different ways. So like as light makes a plant grow upwards or towards it, bending in weird ways, or gravity can make it grow downwards. And also another example is wind. So you have a tree, and gradually over, let's say you live in an area where there's a lot of windstorms and very large hurricanes, the wind, comes, blows this way super hard, and eventually this tree will start to bend this way. So when you have, after all these major hurricanes, instead of having a tree that's upright, it's gradually bending over instead. So it's going to start growing sideways continuously, so it will be prepared for the next windstorms. And so tropism can happen in all living organisms, but it mainly happens in plants, because the way tropism works is it happens when a plant is stationary. So humans don't really do this, because instead of reacting to an external stimuli, stationary and only doing things in the same spot that you're made, they just pick up and move somewhere else. So they're not doing tropism, they're just adapting and moving to a different place. In tropism, so plants can't do that because they aren't able to just sprout feet and start moving around and walking. They have to stay stationary and adapt to the way adapt to their surroundings and find a better way to live. And yep, that's pretty much tropism, the response of a plant or animal or living organism in response to an external stimuli. Thanks.